It's like you get a new mindset, you get a fresh new brain. You know, when you become a new creature, you don't think like you used to.
And now, some way better things to do after dark.
What do you think about the title, Die Dead?
Die Dead?
Yeah, for like the third one. You think that would be a good title? Or?
That is so... Yeah. How do I feel about that?
It's very relevant.
It's very relevant to the point that it doesn't even really matter what I think, because I'm just a servant and my knees are gonna bow, my tongue's gonna confess anyway, because the word says that. But the beauty of it is that's what God said, so.
6, 7, 8.
Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Heavenly Father, I thank you for the opportunity to worship you. I thank you for the opportunity to praise the Son, Jesus Christ. Thanks. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. 3 like trio, like Tress, like after number 2. God died on Friday, then he was dead on Saturday, then early Sunday morning he rose. 3 like Peter, do you love me? 3 times. It took me 3 times to let you all know that every time I tried to walk on water, every time I tried to dive, but I still drowned it. Even the first time I didn't learn from the first time when I drowned in the water. Didn't learn from the second time when I drowned in the water. Can I ask you a personal question? We try our best to rely on the Holy Spirit and stay dead. And after all else is done, we still being dead, still striving to stay dead. So, we still dying until the day we die. Do these look like the eyes that can see through your clothes? Focus, stare deep into my pupils. You are now staring deep into my pupils. I'm not Jesus, I'm not perfect. Look at my lips. Do these look like lips that won't cut you out if you push me close enough to the edge? No, these don't look like lips that won't cut you out if you push me close enough to the edge, because I am what we call one that can't walk on water. In other words, the day I die dead is the day that I reach death.
Go ahead, read it. Go ahead, read it.
Therefore, if any man be in Christ, he is a new creature. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new. All things are become new.
Every time Jesus puts me on the altar, he just pins me down on the altar lights and it burns. No, I have the urge to get a black amount. It burns too much. And God says, I know it burns. It's going to keep burning until all that flesh is burnt off. D-E-A-D.
Right. You got to have a patience of hope, because folk life can throw you some curveballs to make you lose it, to make you blow it, to make you give up, walk away, throw in the towel, go be just by yourself and away from folk.
God, get me off of this altar. It burns too much. It's too hot. I can't take the heat. Get me about to catch it.
And all the way through college, still in response. And had the audacity to say that I'm going to get it right with God when I'm ready to get it right. And no, I'm not going to play around. Well, I'm going to be ready when I get it. Don't you know you can't never get nothing ready? Am I right about it? We come to Christ so that Christ can get us right. We don't get right and come to Christ.
Even if you die dead, you're not dead. Because when you die dead, you live.
Yeah, he said, Matthew, you lose it to gain it.
Remember when we went to the skating rink? Couldn't keep my eyes to myself. Yep, then we went to the pool party. Pool party, absolute crazy fun, boy! How many more things can I come up with to have fun without being simple? Without being fleshly? NBA Live! That's innocent fun, ain't it?
Good one. Cash in both y'all face.
Oh, you foul? Game over. Look at that. Oh my. Game over. Get off the stick. Game over.
Excuse me.
Alright, let me stop playing. Fun for real. Let's go.
Music, please.
And they say, Yes, love your neighbor as yourself. Love your neighbor as yourself. Okay, but love your neighbor as yourself. I'm the leader of Christ. If I'm the pastor, evangelist, if I'm the prophet, evangelist, pastor, teacher, as soon as I do one thing, and as soon as I even think about burping without saying excuse me, the whole congregation points the finger at me like I'm the bad guy. Judges, ridicules, point fingers and everything else like they're perfect when they just told me that I need to love my neighbor as myself. And everybody points the finger at me and said, did you see what Pastor Barr did? Did you see what Pastor Barr did?
Let me shoot.
Go back to sleep.
Louisville Entertainment, Frank's Video Productions. Boom!
Individual thing. It's an individual thing, and that's what you gotta do. You gotta die dead.
But self-denial, what it truly is this. Is the reality of a new creature, simply living out what he has become through the regenerating work of the Holy Spirit.